Hi, my name is Dave Corsi. I'm the Vice President for Produce and Floral at Wegmans Food Markets, and I've been with Wegmans for over 30 years now. We have 88 stores, and we began, of course, in New York, but now we're in 6 states of operation. We're very customer-centric, and consumers today, or our customers today, very much prefer products that are grown near our stores versus longer distances. We have a huge range of growers that we work with. If you're talking about the growers that are near our stores, we have about 200 growers in total in that community. They range from just very small to larger, close to 1,000 maybe in acres. We certainly want to embrace those neighbors or growers that are close to where our stores are operating today.
I'm Julie Blackman from Blackman Homestead Farm, 6th generation on our family farm. My parents, Bob and Margaret Blackman, currently own and operate the farm, and I help out with some of our retail and wholesale sales. We're currently a beef and fruit farm and have a history with a dairy herd through the years as well. So we operate a you-pick apple business in the fall, which is our main business here, but we also wholesale, especially a lot of our pears, to Wegmans stores and then other small local farm markets.
We've been into a local program from day one, but in terms of products being delivered directly to our store after being harvested within hours, that went back about 30 years when we really started to embrace that. So where our stores were located, we actually broke away from a centralized operation of buying to a more decentralized process during the peak local season. So the relationship changes from a centralized buyer, such as us, to now the produce manager or the leadership in the produce department at that period of time during the peak season to have a direct relationship with the local grower.
My father, Bob, probably early 2000, went out to the Wegmans stores individually and started contacting and speaking with the produce representatives there, and then forged the relationships from there.
Another point of difference for us is we'll go out and visit you. It's not just for you to come and see us. It's probably more important for us to come out and see you and see your operation and see how you're growing and what you're growing and so on, and that helps solidify that relationship. It takes quite an effort to make sure that these growers understand us well, understand what our consumers have grown to prefer from us in terms of a quality standpoint and a freshness standpoint. And we don't want to waver from that, no matter what time of the year it is and no matter which grower we're working with, whether they're large or small. You know, we have specifications. We have a certain degree of specs for each particular commodity or item. And we're not looking to vary from that. So whether we're buying something from the West Coast and it's a zucchini with a certain length, a nice color, a sheen to it from the outside, that's our specification. And we shift to the local, we really want that quality aspect to be transparent to the customer. It should be the same. So we expect the same from our growers. And that sometimes can be difficult. Consistency is key. And sometimes we can waver from that time to time during the season, whatever Mother Nature dishes out to us during that period of time. So that can be an issue, but at the same time, it's part of the learning and the growing together as a relationship forms with the partner, such as the grower and ourselves.
You know, they're looking for a quality product. We do grade for size, we grade for quality with all of our pears for them, and also size of the packaging and weights of the box and the case prices. And of course, fruit is hand-picked and hand-sorted to meet their needs.
We don't ever really just put up signs and say local produce. We love showing the consumer who you are, a picture of yourself or a picture of your family. And that way the customer can now associate with where their neighbor is and how that is a place and you are real. And it starts to provide a story that makes a customer feel pretty good about supporting their community again.
A lot of times, a lot of the stores put the pears, local pears, and then they'll also feature the farm's name with it. You know, and we really appreciate that. It shows their respect for local foods and what it takes to get the foods there. And it also helps to differentiate us from other products and other produce that's coming in from across the country and world, actually.
Growers would ask us, hey, is it okay to have a farm stand? I know we're selling to you, but do you think now this is a competing thing? And so, look, whatever you've been doing in the past, continue to do. What we ask is that we just would love to have some opportunity to tell the story, to really market who you are. And you know, it's been a benefit to some growers because when customers come in and they see your name, your farm's name, the folks that are associated with your farm and know where you're located, sometimes the farm stand could help you too in that regard. So, and that's okay. As long as you've been doing that in the past, we don't ask you to open a farm stand next to one of our stores. That would probably be a challenge. But if it's right at your farm and you're doing your thing, who are we to tell you how to do anything different?
We have You Pick business, and I also, have a store, a local food store in the Buffalo area. And people come into my store and they come here at the farm and say like, "Oh, I saw your pears in Wegmans. I bought those this week." And so it's also helping us create our own brand as a farm.